The following program is a collaboration between Whatcom Community College and KMRE News. Today's KMRE conversation is with the primary candidates for the Whatcom County executive race. With 6 candidates in the field, we want to help our listeners understand the differences between the candidates by giving each of them a chance to answer the questions that are on our listeners' minds. Each candidate was given a total of 20 minutes to answer the same questions. Today, we are presenting all the candidates' response to one of those questions. You can hear each candidate's complete interview by going to kmre.org. Our community is one of the fastest growing in the Pacific Northwest, and affordable housing is one of the top concerns in our area. What kind of things can the county executive do to affect this? And how will you ensure our community is welcoming to all?
Yes, my name is Alicia Rule, and I'm currently serving as your state representative. Yes, we do have an affordable housing crisis. We have partially a homelessness crisis that's very visible and cruel to watch. But we also have an affordability crisis for working people. So we need to build more houses. And not just houses, but it's also multiple kinds of housing. We need to get people in safe housing right away. We need to streamline our permitting processes. And we really need to take a close look at where we're going to do this building. There's no doubt about it. We're very clear that we need to have more housing available. It is completely unacceptable to allow people, as they are right now, to live literally in cardboard boxes on the sidewalk. There's nothing more important than getting folks out of the woods, out of the alleyways, living in really completely subpar conditions, unsafe conditions. So we have to work swiftly, quickly, with great purpose, and using lots of tools at the same time. I'm particularly looking at where we build, how we build, and doing it fairly quickly, and keeping those costs down in order to make it affordable.
My name is Dan Purdy. I'm a candidate for Whatcom County Executive. Housing issue is a supply and demand problem, and that's where I resonate as a business leader and as an executive. The most important thing that we have to do is increase the supply of housing. Oftentimes we look at this as part of the growth management plan. We've already designated certain areas throughout the county that can have growth zones. I know that there are certain cities that would like other cities to pick up additional increase and slack, and that really just needs to be resolved through some trust and some more conversation, and I plan to lead those conversations and gain consensus and compromise on what can be done. Another part of the affordable housing issue is our permitting. We're taking way too long to be able to do our 1,700 permits, is I think what the number was back in 2022. And so if we can just go in there and maybe do a Kaizen event or take a closer look at our workflows and just map out that entire process and do a better job of helping more construction get to the point in the already designated zones, that will help us to cut through some of the bureaucracy, the red tape, and help us to move forward by supplying additional housing units.
My name is Misty Flowers, and I'm running for Whatcom County Executive. The housing crisis is a major issue in our community. And I think that what we have been ignoring is this snowball effect of increasing property taxes and other taxes that thereby increasing rent, thereby causing more people to become homeless because they can't afford their rent. So we have been increasing taxes and causing these problems and thinking that more taxes is going to facilitate a solution. So I think one of the biggest things is to reevaluate how we're spending our taxes and work on every level to make sure that not only the property taxes are paid, but also that the renters understand that when they vote for higher property taxes, that does fall on them and that they're going to have an increase in rent as well. I think that we need a lot more options on the table as far as people having a variety of ways of finding housing. And right now, there is a huge boom in people increasing the rent, partially because of property taxes, but also because there are people that are used to a higher cost of living from outside of the area moving in because it's cheaper here than where they're at. But it's pushing a lot of people that have long time been Whatcom residents out of the area because it's no longer sustainable.
My name is Barry Buchanan. I'm currently the chair of the Whatcom County Council, and I am running for Whatcom County Executive. Well, housing is a huge issue and it intersects big time with the criminal justice element that I've been working on for so long. Supportive housing is important for those getting out of incarceral in a jail setting, getting out. They need to have housing. They need to have jobs. And I think in a larger picture and looking at affordable housing in Whatcom County, I really want to do a heavy lift and look at bringing a county-wide housing levy to bear, and I want to do the same kind of a process we use for the Justice Project, a stakeholder process that involves people from all around the county and helping to develop that plan. But I think that could be a game changer and it could give us a lot more resources for housing.
Well, my name is Satpal Singh Sidhu, and I've been on the council for 5 years, and then I became county executive starting 2020. I think this is this thing when we say county executive can do, this is a process where county executive and council both have to do it together. And I am very much attuned to this issue. Legislature this year has really passed several issues. GMA has passed some amendments to the single family zoning. You can build duplex, triplex, fourplexes. So single family zoning is not single family zoning anymore, which is a huge, but it'll take a couple of years to have the results on the ground. And I think that we have a comprehensive plan coming up in 2025. I think we should write in our code affordable housing as a priority for our community for next decade, and do some land use policy changes. And these are discussions through the Planning Commission. This is not one body, but I will make the recommendations as county executive to the Planning Commission, to the council, and together I think we can achieve that. We need more land. We need to use our land more efficiently. We need to build lots with 4,000 or 5,000 square feet. We need to build more homes which are 800 to 1,200 square feet and no more, and use our land much better. Same roads, same electricity, same utilities, but increase our density in different ways and still have single family homes as much as others. So I think there are ways that I am able to do that, and I will make those suggestions and recommendations.
Thank you for listening to this KMRE Conversation with the primary candidates, a collaboration between Whatcom Community College and KMRE News. You can hear more from each of the candidates by listening every day after the 5 p.m. news or by going to kmre.org.